Hi, it's Kuya Mike, and welcome to another video where I read one of your emails and give my opinion on the matter. So let's get straight into it. Title of this email is Online Dating. Hi Kuya Mike, I've been messaging this girl I matched with on a dating app for over a month. At the start, we used to talk a lot. We would ask each other questions back and forth, but I felt like I was especially making sure I ended each interaction with a question to keep her coming back. I noticed, however, that when I mentioned certain things that she may not really have understood, she'd never really respond to it or didn't ask me to elaborate. Yet when she'd mention certain things about her day that I didn't understand, I'd make sure to ask for clarity. For example, she said she had to send off a batch, and I'd ask like, what do you mean a batch? Like a batch of cookies or a batch report? Hopefully you get me. I get you. At first, the replies were quick, if not instant. Then it slowly became twice a day, then once every 2 days. We would write really long messages though to make up for the long response time. At this point, we had been messaging each other for over a month, so I thought it would be fair to ask if she had an Instagram, so that we could move the conversation there. Low-key, I wanted to get to know more about her through her Instagram, and hopefully she'd get to know more about me too, and find me a bit more interesting. But then that's when things went downhill. She didn't reply for ages, but when she finally did, she told me that she was never active on social media, hence decided to delete her Instagram last year. From there, I did try to keep the conversation going, but it became very obvious that the interest was one-sided. Looking back, it was pretty much me always asking questions and starting the conversation, so I decided to stop replying to see if she'd make an effort to respond. 3 weeks later, nothing. Kuya Mike, where did I go wrong? Thanks. I just need somebody to love. Thanks for the email. There's actually a meme. Let me show that. Put that up right now. I don't think you did anything wrong. There are a few things that come to mind. I'll start off with the most likely. So number one, just to get out there, she most likely just lost interest. Now, I know it seems sad, like, oh dude, you're supposed to say things that make me feel better, but that's the truth. On dating apps, girls get mad amount of likes. Like, not joking, like they could just post a picture of their hand or even a picture of the floor, and as long as they list their gender as female, guys will just be swiping right. So this might hurt even more, but it's most likely she also it's very likely that she's matched up with several other guys and you weren't the only person she was talking to. That might explain why there was a gap. You're not the only one that she's messaging. It sucks because as a guy, it takes forever to get a couple of matches. Like if you're lucky, you'll get like 10. Girls by that time, I probably capped out the notification limit like at 99 or something and probably have way more than that. But that's how it is because the way it is on apps is, it's very imbalanced. There's a lot more guys there than there are girls. Guys, what's going on, man? What are we doing wrong? So number two, the thrill of the chase, aka the ego boost. There are some girls that use dating apps because they just enjoy the attention. They like the idea of being wanted, and I can't blame them. I mean, who does want to feel wanted? They might not necessarily be aware that they're only doing it for the ego boost. I could be spouting absolute nonsense and it's pure conjecture, but that's how I would interpret it from my perspective. Because I have actually seen people that are there just for the attention. Number one culprits that I hate are the ones that put their Instagram profiles on their dating description. It's very obvious that they're there because they're trying to siphon off those likes from the app to get them to follow them on social media. They are the ones that are letting it down for other women. And apparently there are guys that do that too, but I wouldn't know because I wouldn't be swiping left or right on guys. And it's a shame because people like that ruin it for others that are actually sincerely on the app because they're trying to find someone else that they wouldn't necessarily meet in their normal daily life. So the whole point of dating apps is to meet people outside of what your regular routine is. So those people not only wasting people's time, so just ruining it for everyone else. Okay, and then there's number three. She needed the distraction. There are people, myself included, that throw themselves into dating apps straight after a breakup. They do this because they try to fill the gap that was left behind by their ex, and also they do it to try and keep their minds off of their ex. Especially if you've been in a long-term relationship where now that you're fresh out of breakup, you now have this big chunk of your day that was originally assigned as part of your routine to spend with your former partner. So I guess dating apps is a way to fill that void as a distraction. Admittedly, it is very unfair for the people that are on the receiving end of being the distraction, but when people are broken, they'll do whatever they can to just try and feel whole again, try and fix themselves. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Okay, and then these next ones are a bit juicier. Unlikely, but still a possibility. So number four could be a catfish. It's possible that the conversation went dead after you asked for socials. It's because you're getting too close to finding out that maybe you're not actually messaging the person you think is on the picture. So a catfish, for those that don't know, it's someone posing online using someone else's pictures and pretending to be them, essentially pretending to be something that they're not. not. You could potentially be messaging someone who is a lot older, or you could actually be messaging that person, except it's just they're using a young picture of themselves. That'd be great. Like, best case scenario, that's that. Worst case is you could just be messaging a dude. That can be very dangerous. So do be careful, exercise caution, especially because with online dating, there are a lot of people that actually ruin it. Others will always find a way to exploit things. So don't let that ruin that for you. Also be very careful because, like I said, these people pretending to not be who they are, and then if they arrange a meetup, things could go very bad. So do be careful. But like I said, unlikely, but still a possibility. Just use your head. Now, number 5, assuming the absolute worst. Now, it's actually possible that this person does have social media, but they said they don't because they're actually still in a relationship. Now, I know this is sounding like some very juicy telenovela stuff, but it's also a possibility that you're talking to someone that's already taken, and these people are just bored with their relationships and just looking for a way to spice things up a bit, talk to someone else. In their head, it's just harmless talking to someone else, but it's actually, making you upset, especially if you don't know that you're being used to cheat on someone. But like I said, it's unlikely, but still a possibility. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt and, don't assume the worst. I try to see the best in people. I think I'm quite delusional that way. Now, personally, I'm leaning more towards the idea that she just lost interest and that she's just speaking to other guys. I'm basing this off of experience because I have also been on dating apps, if it's not obvious, where I've been talking to people and it seems like, the conversation is going real well. Then all of a sudden, just absolute dead. They're gone. Next thing you know, their profile's gone, deleted me because maybe they've gone and found someone. It sucks, but that's just how it is. I mean, statistically, with so many guys and so little girls in there, there's going to be like an uneven balance of how many girls will match with X amount of guys and so on. Like, it's one time I went on a date with a match, and out of curiosity, she asked me, so how many matches did you manage to accumulate? And I told her, I've been on that for about a couple of months. Sad, right? And I think I might have gotten up like maybe like over 10-20 matches, and then you can also, depending which app you use, it also tells you like how, on a notification of how many people have liked you or sent you a message, and you won't be able to see it unless you swipe right in them and message back. And I think I peaked around 50, and for me I was like feeling, I managed to get a big number. And she was like, oh, okay, I've been on the app for about 2 weeks, and then like already she showed me actually just showed me all these different messages, and I was like, wow. So it's like, so why are you meeting up with me? And apparently it's because I piqued interest. I just sounded like a normal human. Like I said, I was on that app for like a long time before I got matches and actually mustered up the courage to meet up with someone. But there's that. So to set myself apart, be interesting, I would just be me, just be you. And if someone matches with you, that's great, because then they're matching up with you for who you are. You'll know you found someone worth talking to when they put as much effort as you do into keeping the conversation going. And I think that's what you should be looking for. It can't all be one-sided. So I guess the best way to move forward is to look at this experience and take it as a lesson. I'm sorry to say, but this person just isn't worth your time, especially if you're a great guy and she is not giving you the chance to show that. Don't give up, my friend. So that's what I think. What does everyone else have to say about this? Like, I'd really like to know what girls have to say, especially those that have also been on that. I'd like to know more about their perspective. Like, am I being really unfair when I label some people that are just there for the ego boost? Like, they're just there to gather likes and so on. Am I being unfair? Because as a guy, that's how I see it. And I'm sure girls have been victims the same. If I'm being unfair, please let me know. Otherwise, I'd like to know other people's experiences. If you're comfortable at talking about it, great, more power to you. If you don't, then no need to reply. So I like just to end it there. So just a reminder that these emails are kept anonymous. So if you have any questions, confessions, or anything you want to get off of your chest, feel free to send them to the email in the description below. And if you enjoy what you're watching, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And also, please do share and like, as this will definitely help my channel grow. And also, I'd like to strongly encourage people to comment, as again, this would really help the channel. And my goal is to one day provide a platform where everyone can just comment and get a discussion going, because whatever I say, it's very limited to my own experiences and a few of the friends that I do ask. I would like to get everyone's thoughts on this so we can get everyone's shared experiences and basically just everyone just level up as humans. We can pick off where one thing went wrong, pick up from everyone's experiences, what I'm trying to get at. So when I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm also streaming on Twitch. So you can join me when I'm live streaming, you can comment, and it's like we're hanging out, except we're not, I do play RPGs during the week, and I stream a lot of Splatoon, Mario Kart, and Super Smash Bros. So lots of multiplayer stuff, and then when everyone's too busy, then I do RPG stuff. So please do consider dropping by. I'll just put my Twitch there, and that's that. So please do send in emails, and I hope to hear from you soon. Until the next video.